Hi, in this video we'll explore Enso's DeFi Navigator and how it works. It's a tool that gives you real-time data on all the projects, protocols, and tokens Enso has integrated, and it also gives you access to easy SDK snippets to work with those tokens. So let's get started. First of all, when you arrive to the Enso DeFi Navigator, you will be shown a list of projects. Currently, you can see 175 total integrated projects, and that's not even counting all the protocols. From here, you can also see for every project all the chains it's deployed on and Enso has integrated. And you can easily search and filter. For example, we can search by project name, and I can see all the protocols that Yearn has and all the chains where Yearn is available. And right now, let's hop over to Bearer chain, and here I can actually see a list of all the Bearer tokens, and I can see the information about them. So the name and the symbol, the APY and TVL values, and if I want to drill down, I can also see the number of decimals, the APY and the TVL values, the token address, of course, and the list of underlying tokens, and this one has only one in particular. Now, from here, I can grab a couple of useful snippets. For example, this info button will copy on clipboard all the information about this token, so I can take it back to my code editor and actually work with this detailed information. So I have the name, symbol, and the decimal places, the primary address, which is the contract I should interact with to do something with this position. And in this case, it's the same as the token itself. And the list of underlying tokens, which contains the basic information, the address, the chain, and so on and so on. Now, besides this, we can also grab a little bit of SDK snippets to kickstart coding. If I click on SDK from and paste it in my IDE, I'm getting this little snippet that assumes you're keeping your Enso API key in an environment variable. It instantiates a new SDK instance, and it's configured your input token to the token we've seen. So this is Ybera, and the output token is for you to specify. It's got a little amount in and two variables for source and destination chains. Now here it assumes you will do it on the same chain, but you can easily change the destination chain and it will actually do the bridging. And here it's got the basic call for get route data, which is the Enso's API that will take your token in to your token out from the source chain to the destination chain and from this sender. Now that we've seen code, an easier way to test out routes would be to use a UI interface. And for that, we have the happy path from and to. So if I click happy path to, it will actually open Enso's happy path, which is a standalone app you can use to test out your routes, even do the swapping. But the most important thing is this is also a React component, so you can include it in your UI. So let's test this out. We want to do a swap into Ybera, and let's even go cross-chain. Let's take base and let's take USDT. The only thing that I need to do here is enter an amount, let's say 100, and we wait for the Enso engine to figure this out. And here we can actually see the preview of the route, even if we don't want to do a swap immediately. So we have a USDT swapped to USDC, then it's bridged via Stargate into USDCE, the bridged version, and then Enso does a swap to WBERA and then deposits it into YBERA Vault. And this is a nice way for you to start from the tokens, figure out a way to get from or to, and actually see the route that Enso produces. But another interesting thing is actually filtering that you can do. So here we can filter tokens by various fields: address, underlying tokens, APY and TVL ranges, the protocol it belongs to, the project, and so on and so on. So let's reset the search here and let's go to, let's say, Arbitrum, and let's just see all the tokens that are available in there. And here we can see a bunch of stuff. Maybe we want to filter that from APY that is less than 10. And probably we want to specify a lower bound, let's say 2. And let's see what we get here. So here we're getting some tokens. It's Camelot tokens here. And here we can see a slightly more complex set of information. So this token actually has a primary contract. So to interact with this Camelot LP position, you would actually need to interact with this contract. And it's got actually 2 underlying tokens, PLS and WETH. So this is a slightly more complex position to work with. There you have it. We've seen the projects list, we've seen the token information and the snippets you can get, and we've also seen the Enso DeFi Navigator filtering. Happy routing!